Hey, what's up, everyone? How you guys doing today? Hopefully everybody's awesome. Thank you for coming out. I definitely appreciate it. Hope you guys are doing super duper good today. All right. We are just about to kick this thing off, so hold up a minute, guys, and we'll get this thing going. We are just about ready to do it to it here. Just about ready. All right, so I'm going to make a quick adjustment on something. Quick adjustment on the streaming software, and then we're going to be ready to rock and roll. So everybody get ready! It's just about time to do it to it. All right. Okay. How does that sound? I'm just trying a couple of things really quick on the streaming software. Nope. Let me turn that off and let me turn this off. All right, cool. All right, I think we're ready. So if you guys got some questions, we might have some answers. Let me make sure everything is set up. We'll get the camera looking decent in a decent spot. There we go. What's up, Story? What's up, James? How you guys doing? Gravy, Adore. What's up, Adore? Sam, hello. We got Epic Cheeseball. We got Rags. Nice to see you guys today. Thank you for being here. Definitely appreciate it a lot. Baby Yaga, hello. What's up, God and Angels? Virus, hello. All right. Morgan, nice to see you. All right, let me do one more thing here really quick. And then I'll start answering some questions if you guys got them. I want to lower the bass. I think I want to lower the bass on my voice just a little bit. Too much bass. Let's see if that works. If not, I'll make one more change. Nope. Okay, let me just do this then. All right, we're getting rid of some of the low end on the microphone. That should be a little bit better. A little too bassy. All right. All right, so Gravy says all the cheaters are out. The leaderboard tournament is live. I'll tell you what, last night it felt like everybody I was going up against was cheating. It was terrible. There was a lot of craziness going on last night. I didn't really care for it. It kind of sucked. But, I mean, sometimes it kind of is what it is, unfortunately. Not much you can do, I guess. Hopefully they get the anti-cheat all set up and working good, because, man, it sucks dealing with those cheaters. It's not fun going up against people who are cheating. Panic, how you doing today? All right, so Andrew, what new shotguns? Are you talking about the new, the Mogwin type of weapons? I just want to make sure we're talking about the same thing. But if you're talking about the Mogwins, those things are nasty, man. Those are brutal. At point blank, they hit so hard it's not even funny. I mean, they're very, very strong weapons, but you want to be as close to the enemy as possible when you hit somebody with them, but they're crazy strong, so yes. I think they're totally worth upgrading. Alright, story, hello, hello. Will Mauler be dead? Epic, I don't think it's going to be dead, honestly. I mean, I don't think it's going to be anywhere near as good as it is right now, but I don't think it's going to die off. I don't expect it to die off. I think it's still going to be a nice robot. I mean, they're taking away a lot of the defense points, so it's not going to be really hard to kill like it is now. I don't know. We won't know for sure until it goes live. All we can really do is speculate. But that's my speculation. I don't think it's going to be that bad. I don't think it's going to be that bad at all, to tell you the truth. I think it'll still be a decent Titan. Do I like the new Titan? Not really. The new Titan... Are you talking about the new one on the live server or the new one on the test server? The new one on the live server, I don't really care for it. James wants to know, is Curry worth upgrading? Okay, so I really like the Curry. I think the Curry is a cool robot. It's definitely not quite up there with the meta anymore, but I still really enjoy playing it. It's kind of a step below the meta now. If you time the abilities properly, the Curry still does really well, but you definitely got to time the abilities really good. So it may not be for everybody, right? It may not be a robot for everybody, but I really like it. I really think it's fun. I think it's a pretty decent robot still. So personally, I say yes, it's probably worth playing. I can't guarantee everybody's going to like it, but I like it. Johnny Saint, what's up, man? Alright, Story says, Danny, in your opinion, what is the best your robots is funny for you, me is 2020? I don't quite follow that one. Are you asking what year I liked the game the best? Back right around when the Falcon came out, like when they were releasing the Falcon, I think those were really good times in War Robots. Back when Falcon first came out, War Robots was... everything was set up very balanced, I thought. Pedro, hello, hello. Why I can't use the Titan pilot for Minos? So, if you have it, you can put it on your Titan, right? If you already own it, it's not in the training center. The training center is where you buy your pilots, right? So, it's just saying that you can't buy it in the training center. But what you got to do is go to your Minos, click on the pilots, hit change pilot if there's already one on there, and then install it. So, if you've won that pilot, you can install it on your robot. So it sounds like what you're trying to do is go into the training center to find a pilot that you already have. That's not where you find the pilots that you have. That's just where you buy pilots. And then you can see all the different pilots in there as well. So I think you're just kind of looking in the wrong place there. All right. All right. Bernard says, Danny, I will buy in the shop. Hopefully you can hook me up with something. I don't know what that means exactly. James said, I ran the curries with these sonic weapons. I don't know which sonic weapons, but they're actually pretty good. I mean, both of the sonic weapons are great. The old sonics have a really long reload time, so some people don't like that. Some people do. But I still like them. I think they're a lot of fun. But the new sonic weapons are awesome. Only thing is, though, those are on the list of things to get nerfed. So I'm not exactly sure how good that's going to be once they nerf those. So those new sonic weapons may or may not be good soon. But that's the thing. We never know until the nerfs and buffs go live as to how it's actually going to affect something. Panic, I'm doing good, buddy. I hope you are too. Alright, XLX says, today is my birthday. Happy birthday, my man. Happy birthday. Johnny Saint says, good day. You too, buddy. Gravy said, I put a Mark III regulator on ducks and growlers, and it kicks ass, but prefer to have more regulators. Alright, so yeah, regulators are great. And growlers are great. But yes, I think regulators currently are a better build than the growlers. I mean, both are top notch, but I've played a full growler build and I've got to play a full, whatever you call it. I'm having a brain fart here. Guys, I'm having a brain fart. Brain farts. Brain farts, man. Brain farts. But yeah, I did prefer the full regulator build personally. It's nice to have the extra range. The thing with the growlers is you got to get in a lot closer, making them a little bit harder to play. But growlers are also on the list of rebalances, to where, as far as I don't think the regulators were on the rebalance list if I remember correctly. So yeah. Sometimes you got to use what you got. I mean, I was playing pulsars on there and it was kicking some major buttocks. So as long as you get some decent weapons, I mean, 5 weapons is crazy. Then if you have the drone that goes with them, that's like having a 6th weapon. So that's basically like 6 medium weapons on that robot if you have the drone. It's crazy. Nathan says, its healing is crazy. What, the curry? I'm not really sure what it is, but Panic says, I'm really looking forward to the cross save so I can finally play my iOS account on PC. Yeah, I don't know when that's supposed to happen, but I know that's something they're working on. I'm looking forward to that as well. I think that's actually going to be really cool. Like, I can't wait to be able to log on to my Robots account on any account in the entire world. That would be wonderful. When I get on my old Nintendo, I can't wait to log on to my Robots on my Nintendo, on my PlayStation. Okay, I'm just making that up, but I think my games, Steam, Android, and iOS, I think those are the 4 platforms you can get it on. Brandon, what's up? Hades, what's up? James says there were 7 hackers today in War Robots. Yeah, hackers suck, man. Unfortunately, they're all over the place. How long till Raptor will be sold in Mark II? So if you're looking for stuff in the daily deals, I have no idea how they determine what's going to be in there or what level it is. You just kind of have to wait till whatever is in there pops in there, I think. How do you get components from motherships? Alright, so that's kind of a pain in the butt, right? There's normally a little thing that pops up on the map. It's called like, I don't know, something shipyard. So when you're in your hangar, right? When you're a hangar, you're going to see those little squares you can click on to go to different things. There's going to be one that looks like a little spaceship. If you click on that, you can go in there and you can spend your upgrade tokens to get parts for motherships. It's not really a great system in my opinion, but that's how they have it set up. So I think you can also get parts for some of them out of key crates, but Not all motherships are in the key crates, only some of them are. The better ones, you got to spend your upgrade tokens to get those parts now. God and Angels found some hackers today. Yeah, unfortunately, they're everywhere. A lot of people who used to not like hackers seem to be supporting it now, which sucks. Gravy says, I think the shield breaker is broken. It was having no effect today. Huh. If you're having a problem like that, I would probably report it to game support. XLX, you're welcome, buddy. Alright, Zishan wants to know Behemoth versus Crisis versus Baglier. Which one is better? I think that's really going to be personal preference, but honestly, out of those three, I would say for me, the Baglier is the better one. So Behemoth is just too slow and does a decent amount of damage. Crisis dies way too easy. Now Baglier is almost as slow as the Behemoth, but it does a lot more damage and it's a little bit more durable. So in my opinion, out of those, the Baglier is better. Plus the Baglier is going to be getting a buff on the next rebalance, so they're supposed to be making him better. So we can expect the Baglier to become a much better robot here very, very soon. That will be quite nice. I can't remember exactly what they were proposing to buff on him, but I think they were doing a pretty nice durability buff. Which will be nice, but I really like the Baglier still. It's a fun robot to play. It does good overall. Smileys, what's up, my man? Madeline, hello, hello. Nathan Carr says, I'm about to build a Behemoth drone. Oh, a Behemoth Dune. You may or may not like that. I'm not really sure. I don't like that build personally, but that's just me. Not my style, honestly. What's up, Alpha? Nice to see ya. James says, War Robots really forces people to buy things with money. Alright, so James, mobile games in general are designed to make you spend money. So one thing you got to remember is these games are ran by a business or they're a company, they're a business. So any business, their goal is to make as much money as possible. So that's kind of why it's set up like this. So unfortunately, there are a lot of things in this game that will cost you a fortune, but there's also a lot of stuff that if you got a lot of patience, you can play this game for free, no problem. But it takes a long time to get there, right? You can spend a little bit of money wisely and go a long way. You can spend a whole lot of money if you're a crazy person, or you can spend no money if you're patient. But I mean, there's certain things as a free-to-play or cheap-to-play player that you're not going to get. You know what I mean? But you just kind of gotta... roll with the punches sometimes. I mean, of course, it's just like any game, the people who pay the most. Any game, like any mobile game for the most part, except for a few. There's a few exceptions, but just about any mobile game, he who spends the most money probably has the best stuff. But like I play another game, it's a race car game, and it's kind of the same way, right? It's designed to keep you spending money. They have these big, huge events, and in order to do an event on that game, you're going to have to spend $200, $300, $400. So I just skip the bigger events, and I do the stuff that I can do. On this game, I mean, there's several really good robots you can build in the workshop. There's several good... I mean, it takes a while, but you can do it. You just got to have a lot of patience. Alright, so where was I here? Baby Yaga says, would the regulators be still good once they get nerfed in the future? See, that's the thing, you never know. You just never know. When they nerf something, it could go one of two ways. Either they truly balance it out, or they nerf it so much it's pretty much dead. But we're never going to know which one they're going to do until it actually happens. That's the sad part. Alright, Pedro says it won't let me use it. Are you... Pedro, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Do you see it in there? When you go to your pilots, do you actually see the pilot in there? Are you sure you actually own it? I don't know. I mean, if you have it, it will definitely allow you to install it. So I don't unfortunately, it's one of those things where I would almost have to be able to see what's going on your account to understand what you have going on. But I can't see it, so I'm not really sure. But I mean, if you have the pilot, you should be able to install that pilot on any Titan you want. So that doesn't make sense to me unless your account's having a glitch or you don't actually have the pilot or something. I wish I knew what to tell you on that one, but I don't. Are motherships worth it? Alright, so epic motherships are nice, they're cool, but I could actually take the motherships off my robot and play without them just fine. So right now, I would say the motherships, out of everything you have to have, like drones and pilots and weapons and pilot skills and yada, 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 I would say the motherships are probably the least important out of all that stuff. I mean, normally between 1 and 3 times a game, I might get to shoot off a mothership, and they're helpful, but I would be fine without a mothership. So that's definitely the least important thing. XLX, sorry I missed your stream. That's alright, my man. How to deal with Shenlao. Alright, so Shenlao dies really easy right now. I mean, the truth is, you just gotta turn around and shoot it, and it'll probably die. If you happen to run a whiteout drone, right? If you turn around, it should EMP the Shenlao so it can't teleport again. But the thing is, you just have to be really quick and have weapons that are strong enough to kill it quickly. You just got to be fast, man. The second something starts shooting you in the back, you got to turn around as quickly as possible and shoot at that thing. And if you got decent weapons, most of the time you can kill it before it's able to teleport again. And if you can EMP it, like I said, not necessarily, but if you can, that makes it even easier to take out. But it's definitely a pain. Urfu says, I have about 600 hours in and I can name some hacking clans. It's becoming annoying. Yeah, there's certain clans that we either know or we're suspicious of, so I know what you're saying there. Alright, what's my favorite robot? Pero says his is Ao Jun. I love the Ao Jun, but unfortunately it's not super durable in Champion League right now. It's crazy fun to play, and that's always been one of my favorite robots, but I don't play it very much because it doesn't have enough survivability in Champion. But I guess my favorite robot to play right now is probably... I'm trying to think, what's my favorite current robot? That's the thing, I like so many of them, and the things are always changing in the game, but one of the robots I'm currently having the most fun with is the Raptor, but that's about to get nerfed, so I really enjoy playing the Invader a lot. Invader is really fun to play, and it's a pretty decent tank. I really like playing the Revenant, but unfortunately, like, things change over the years, so My favorite robots always change. Like, Fenrir was my favorite robot for years and years and years, and it's still decent. I think once they nerf the ducks and the raptor, that's going to make the Fenrir pretty darn good again, so maybe it'll go back to the Fenrir after they nerf the ducks and the raptor. Maybe. We'll find out. Gravy says, okay, Danny, so the robots with shields, is the conduit or shield breaker the one to work? Unstable conduit gives you a shield breaker every time you use it. I mean, there might be like some robots or motherships or other things that give you shield breaker as well, but you are going to get shield breaker every single time you hit your unstable conduit. I don't know if it's 4 or 5 seconds, but every time you hit it, you have a few seconds worth of shield breaker. Edward, I'm doing good, buddy. How about yourself? Epic says, I have Mark II Shenla, rush him when the ability is charging. Yeah, for me, I mean, I usually just turn around and shoot it and it dies, so if I miss anybody's comments, I'm sorry. It's not easy to catch them all, unfortunately. Excellent says, this is a buy now, cry later type of game. Research and max a few old reliable secondary choices. Yeah, you know, it's good to upgrade some of the older robots. Honestly, if you've got 2, 3, 4 of the older robots upgraded that are still good, those are probably going to stay good for quite a while. If you get something brand new and you max it out, you don't know how long that's going to be good for, you know. When they rebalance it, it might be great after rebalance, or it might absolutely suck. So it's hit and miss. But if you upgrade, actually, you know, I was planning on doing a top 5 or top 10 workshop robot video for tomorrow, so I'm going to be going over all the robots I think that are actually worth building currently in the workshop. These are robots that are very playable and very good, so I'm going to take my 5 favorites and play them, and then I'll name off my other 5 favorites that I don't play. So, but those are the ones you should be building for, at least for backups. That way, if you have one of the new things and it gets nerfed to the point where it's not playable anymore, then you can put in some of those old ones until you get something to replace it or whatever. So, best aim setting. You know what? I've played with that, and I've played with that, and I've played with that, and it doesn't really... No matter what I do, I can't get it to perform the way I want. So unfortunately, I don't really have an answer for that. What I generally do is I tell it, I turn on the little thing that's pretty much going to try to make it aim at the robot that is the closest to me and right in front of me. So no matter what you do, though, you're not going to find perfect aim settings. It's just one of those things you almost have to play with until you like what it's doing. I think I made a video about it, but when they first changed it, it was working great, and then I think they tweaked it again, and now I can't get it back to the way it was. So I can't find great settings for aiming, unfortunately. Pharaoh says pilots, modules, and drones ruin the balance in the game. Now you need to spend a lot to even make a brawling bot good. So you do need to have a decent drone, and you do need to have a good pilot. You don't necessarily need to have the legendary pilot for your robot, but you do want to have some sort of legendary pilot on there with really good pilot skills. At least when you're in Champion League. Nitro Duck, how's it going today? But drones, I mean, you can get away with a decent drone. I mean, you could just get a bunch of whiteouts and throw them on everything. And it may not be perfect, but it would be good enough. but you definitely need to have at least 4 or 5 of the right pilot skills on every robot. I mean, for example, you want to have Armor Expert and Roadhog on pretty much everything. Those are very important. Like, basically, speed and durability skills are really important. If you don't have good pilot skills, your robot will be squishy. So I understand what you're saying, but it's important to have some sort of a good pilot on there. It doesn't necessarily have to be the robot's ultimate pilot. You just need to make sure you got at least 4 or 5 really good skills for durability and a little bit of speed. But if you can get a pilot that's made for the robot, that's even better. Like, I used to make fun of people if I saw they had the wrong ultimate pilot on. I'd be like, he's got the wrong pilot on his robot. But you know what? I understand you can't always get the right pilot. So sometimes you just got to use what you got. If the game throws you an ultimate pilot for a robot you don't have, why not use it on something else, right? That's how I look at it. All right. But yeah, I really wish I could figure out the best aim settings. I think they need to work on the aiming system a little more. Canal do Fenrir, what's up, buddy? I'm doing good. How about yourself? K-Fed says, I hope the buff on the tier makes it viable in Champion League. K-Fed, I can play the tier all day long in Champion League. I can easily play the tier right now. It's a great robot. I mean, it's not meta. It doesn't feel meta, but it's very playable. So my guess is when they buff it, it's actually going to make it a lot better. At least a little better. If I miss anybody's comment, I'm sorry. I know like the comments scroll down and then I probably miss a bunch of stuff. But unfortunately, if I don't answer your question, don't spam anything, please. But if I don't answer your question, 3-4 minutes later, feel free to ask again. Excellent says, Ophion is not usable. It's barely usable. I agree with you. I mean, it's usable, but it's not something I would want in my hangar unless I had nothing else. And even then, I still wouldn't love it. Alright, so Mylar says, why are they running Raptor? I just got Raptor's pilot and start to build my Raptor with the Aramis and Athos, and they decide to ruin it. Unfortunately, the game always has a big cycle of rebalances, Something's great for a while. Now, we don't know if the Raptor is going to be ruined. The Raptor still might be good. I got a bad feeling. Unfortunately, I've got a really bad feeling about those weapons. But some of those nerfs that they're testing on the test server might not even happen. Or they might not be as bad, or they could be more severe. So we won't know for sure what's going to go through and what's not going to go through and how severe it's going to be until they actually put it on the live server. But just because they're rebalancing doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be bad afterwards. There is a chance that it could be bad afterwards, but there's also a chance that it might still be very playable. So I wouldn't worry about it too much yet, but I don't think I would put too many resources into those weapons. If they do nerf those weapons the way they're talking about nerfing them, the weapons are probably going to be horrible, so hopefully they don't nerf the weapons as much as they were proposing. Now the Raptor itself, I would probably still hold off, right? I would still hold off putting any more resources into it until we're 100% sure it's going to be good. So anytime there's something on the rebalance list, it's probably a good idea not to put any upgrades into one until we get to see what it's actually like when the rebalance happens. I mean, it sucks, I understand, but it's just one of those things that this game does. I've been playing this game for like 10 years, and I've never enjoyed major rebalances, but I've gotten used to it over the years. But yeah, it's a bummer sometimes. All right, so Paul said I got 2 raptors from cheap data pads. That's good, but again, I would probably hold off on leveling any of them up right now. Hey Dennis, what's up, man? He says, which movie do I like the most? I don't really watch a lot of movies, my friend. Separin, hello, hello. Edwards says, my other account has a Curry, Revenant, Scorpion, Bagler, and a Moogie. That's not bad. That's not a bad setup right there, actually. Alright, Paul says, how do I get my target lock on to stay on the one I'm engaging? Alright, so there's actually one thing that you can turn on that will look at whether or not you've currently been shooting somebody. I don't remember what that's called. I don't have the game open right now, but there is something on there that says it pays attention to whether or not you've previously been shooting that target. So I would turn that one on. But that's one of those things you just have to keep playing with it until it starts performing the way you want it to, or at least better than it currently is right now. Andrew says a Moogie in Crisis get killed by the Seeker drone. So Andrew, the Seeker drone has to be 350 meters away for it to work, and they're actually changing it to 250. So somebody has to be really close to you for the Seeker drone to now work. Like a Crisis is designed to stay in the back somewhere, so honestly, the Seeker drone should not affect your Crisis. But a Moogie, if you land next to somebody and that person has the Seeker, then yes, that's going to be a big problem for you. Excellent says it cannot fight Titans, which was made for. Are you talking about the Ophion? Yeah, I wouldn't really fight a Titan with an Ophion right now. Andrew says, Paul, use manual targeting and setting. Yeah, if you turn on manual targeting, there's a button you can push to cycle through targets. So let's just say it won't target somebody and you want it to. You can push a button and it'll cycle through till it gets to the right target. That's definitely a big help. Madeline says, what do you think is the biggest robot loss due to the nerf? You think the Raptor will be? Well, let's see. What was the worst nerf ever? In my opinion, one of the worst nerfs we ever had was the Ao Jun. The Ao Jun was an amazing robot for, I think it had the longest run of being meta out of all robots ever. I would say there was probably somewhere between like 1 and 2 years where the Ao Jun was amazing, and then they nerfed it to the point where it was like, you know what I'm saying? Pedro says, is Luchador be good this year? Luchador is a great Titan, right? Right now the Mauler is destroying everything, but they're downgrading the Mauler. So the Mauler is going to get a big downgrade. So at this point, almost all of the Titans, except for a couple of the starter Titans, are going to be good again. So Luchador is going to be good again. The Rook will probably be good again. Heimdall is going to be good. Nodens will be, I mean, all of those older ones. Minos will be good again. But when the new Bear Titan comes out, I'm not really sure how that's going to affect things. So the Bear Titan may or may not be a crazy, ridiculous thing like the Mauler. I don't know. We won't know till it goes live, unfortunately. Excellent says, ha 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 ha. You have to get close enough to an Amugi to kill it with a Seeker. Paul says it's like a little biker jumps from one, then the other one. If you're talking about the targeting system, yeah, they need to fix it up a little bit. But yeah, I really wish they would fix it up a little bit. Alright, so how bad is Raptor nerf supposed to be? I don't really remember what they had on paper for it. But I got a feeling the Raptor is still going to be pretty good. So I think what they're going to be doing is making so it doesn't jump as far. And I think they're going to be taking away some of its defense system. So I'm kind of thinking the Raptor still might be pretty good. There might have been a few more things on the list, but I got a really bad memory. And there was like 900 robots and weapons on the list of rebalances. So I really don't know what all they were planning on to do to it, but it didn't. I have a feeling it'll be decent afterwards, but we'll have to wait and see. Pharaoh says, I remember the tier marquees lockdown and the swap to marquees and delete. Marquees are pretty cool, but I've never actually liked those weapons. I don't know why I don't like those. Even when those weapons were super, super good, they were never my favorites. There's just certain things in the game that I guess you just don't like occasionally, even if they're good. Paul says, in the game, I am Slim Reaper and Daddy Reaper. Alright, so we got Pampin Twitch Robots. Hey, what's up, buddy? How are you doing today? Thanks for coming out. XLX, you lost your account, man. I'm sorry to hear that. But unfortunately, if there is a giveaway, I have to pick all the winners randomly, so I can't just give people stuff. Didn't you just win a really good robot or something off my giveaway like a month ago or something? But yeah, you got to be lucky. According to the rules, right, when I do giveaways, I have to follow the rules as well. And my rules are all winners have to be picked randomly, so. But if you lost your account, you should be able to contact game support and try and get it back. Do they anything other than Yandy gold chests? Sahid, what about the gold chest, my man? Do they do anything other than Yandy gold chests? I don't quite follow that. You know, personally, I don't think I wouldn't mind a rebalance when they truly balance things out, right? I just don't like when they rebalance something and they end up killing it off. That's what I don't like. I mean, sometimes you do need rebalances. Like, sometimes they do need to make some changes on something. But other times, it'd be nice if they would just leave something alone, too. You know what I mean? Like, there's a few things on the list that I don't quite understand why they're changing it, but there's a bunch of stuff that I do, so it kind of is what it is. Paul says, I have bedware, burrs, and mauler. What's burrs, my friend? Alright, Paul says, I suck with the mauler. My guess, if you suck with the mauler, you probably don't have it built right. Like, the mauler definitely requires the right modules and pilot skills and everything else, right? You gotta have the Titan repair amplifier on these specializations from the mauler to keep that thing alive. If you don't have that repair amplifier, it dies really easy. But specializations and everything else is very important. Shahid says a Mugi is quite nice and useful. Yes, it is. It's a great robot. Excellent says, I do indeed laugh like that. I don't know, man. I don't think I've ever heard anybody laugh like that before. Alright, so Edward says, I think Pix is shifting to an assassin type of meta. I don't know. I personally wish they would just make a bunch of brawlers. Just give us brawlers. That's what I want. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but it seems like the majority of players like brawling. And it fits for beacon games. Beacon games need brawlers. Dragon, he said, I thought they upped the jump a bit for the Raptor after seeing that bad in the test server. Yeah, I hope they don't I hope they don't like make so it only jumps like that far, but we'll see how she goes when it goes live. But one thing you'll notice is when they propose the nerfs, you'll probably see them make several changes to certain nerfs here and there throughout the test server, and then eventually that helps them decide what they want to do with it when it goes live. So I can understand why they want to reduce the jump on it, but hopefully it still jumps decently far. If they reduce it a little bit, that's cool. If they reduce it too much, that's going to be a bummer. XLX says, I contact game support almost 16 times. So if you contact them that many times, that means you're probably closing your ticket out before they before they talk to you. So if you close a ticket and start a new one, then the old ticket's no good anymore. They'll never be able to reply to that. So you can only have one ticket open at a time. Unfortunately, game support's not the best, but you do have to put in one ticket. Then you have to wait for them to reply. You have to make sure you check it every it's a pain. It's a giant pain. I'm not gonna lie. Dealing with game support's a nightmare, but eventually they'll get back to you if you wait long enough most of the time. Paul says the Sniper Titan. The Bersaglier Titan. Yeah, that's a pretty crazy Titan. That's also on the rebalance list, so it may or may not be good coming up pretty soon, unfortunately. Edward says, Mauler for now is still the top Titan. Yeah, Mauler is he's not even like on the top. He's like, here's the other Titans, and Mauler is like, bloop. He's like way up there. If built correctly. Alright, so most important, there's really no way to get an ultimate Fenrir as a free-to-play player. Ultimate stuff usually costs some sort of money. So I had to spend about $60. Plus, I think I had a couple of operations passes. Plus $60 is what got me the ultimate Fenrir. But ultimate stuff is pretty much paid, right? So if you buy enough of the operations passes that give you the data pads, sometimes you can turn those into the leaderboards to get regular data pads or something like that. I mean, there's always a few different ways to get some of that stuff, but if you're 100% free to play, it's going to be next to impossible to get some of that ultimate stuff, unfortunately. And it's hard to know when they're even going to offer the ultimate Fenrir again. I mean, it could be a year, it could be 2 days from now, but you just never know. Says Paul, welcome to basic membership. Paul, thanks for being a member, buddy. I don't think you're a new member, but we definitely appreciate you guys that are channel members. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, I wish there was a lot easier ways to get some of this stuff. Nitro Duck says, I like brawlers, that's why I'm surprised more people didn't play push. I don't know why there aren't more people playing push. I don't know if people are scared of that game mode. I can't figure it out. Like, push mode is super fun. So yeah, I mean, push is super fun. I really wish there were more people playing push, because push is 100% awesome, but I think you have to have the right setup. I think a lot of people don't have hangers that are doing well in the push mode, or a lot of people might not actually understand how it works, I think. Kron, what's up, my man? So Excel, I don't know too much about the game support, honestly. It's a pain dealing with them, is all I can say. It's not always a fun experience, but you got to be really patient with them, unfortunately. Some people say it's better if you go over to the Warrobots website and contact them through email versus contacting them in-game. I don't think I've ever tried that, but I hear that might give you better results. Gravy says, only problem with a Mauler is you can't move through small gaps between some of the buildings and sometimes can fly off the side of the ship. That's true. Most of the newer Titans are big and wide and they get stuck on everything. Paul, you got 2 accounts? I don't know. I mean, I've got 2 accounts as well, but if Pixonic didn't give me one of their accounts to play, I would probably just have the 1 account. Actually, I do have a baby account, but I haven't played it in a long time. Most important, I highly doubt they're going to put an Ultimate Fenrir in the gift marathon. That would be very nice, but you got to be realistic here and say probably not. If you notice, most of the gift marathons are just kind of like older stuff. I mean, maybe, just maybe, for around Christmas time or something, maybe they'll give us something cool. I mean, they did give us an Ultimate Destrier for free, and that's a fun little robot, but I just don't really expect them giving us like the main Ultimate robots. I mean, Ultimate Fenrir is probably one of the best robots in the game as far as durability goes. So I really don't think they're going to give that for free anytime soon, but hey, you just never know. It's possible. It's not likely, but it's definitely a possibility, but a very, 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 very small possibility. Paul Pop, what's going on, buddy? How are you doing today? Paul Hunter Mark says, I have Ultimate Shredders. I love push. It's easy. You know, push is definitely a fun mode. The only thing I don't like is when I play push, sometimes you wait 3, 4, 5 minutes to get into a match because nobody's playing it. I don't understand why. I mean, push is so fun. Yeah, Ultimate Shredders are pretty cool weapons, actually. Patrick says, push is a tinker's paradise. Nobody plays properly. Yeah, you know, it's a lot of people don't play properly. That's for sure. All right, so Dragon, you go into push and you get one-shotted all the time. That would definitely suck. You need a lot of brawling. You really need tanks and brawlers, right? You need Fenrirs, Ultimate Fenrirs, Revenants. You need maybe Invaders. I don't know, anything that's hard to kill. Raptors are great in that mode right now. And then a couple people running around with damage dealers. It's kind of a pain, man. But you see lots of, like, the bigger players have nothing but Raptors and Duxus, and it is a very, very brutal game mode. So I think it's too hard for a lot of people. Brandon said, I got the ultimate weapons from the leaderboards. Yeah, sometimes you can do that, but for the most part, I think you have to have enough data pads to open, right? Did you get it for free, Brandon, or did you have to buy something to get it? I think every time I've ever gotten ultimate data pad, it was basically from getting the operation passes, because those give you a bunch of regular data pads. And then you can use the leaderboard sometimes to get the ultimate one. Hey, Velcor, what's up, buddy? Good to see ya. Alright, Shahid said I was so close to ultimate shredder. Should have spent that little bit to get one. I kind of feel like I got one ultimate shredder, but honestly, I think you need more than one. There's a lot of like ultimate weapons that I might have like one or two of or something, but the other problem is when you get them, they're about I think they're about 1 billion game cash and a couple of upgrade tokens to do an ultimate weapon. So they're very expensive in a lot of ways. Leo says, what's the new leaderboard challenge today? I see it. I don't know, buddy. I haven't been on the game this morning. I don't actually have the game open right now. Ron says, I don't believe people sold the ultimate Destier. Yeah, you know, I think a lot of people did, which is crazy because the little teeny bit of resources they give you to sell that, and you'll never, ever, ever, ever be able to get another one, I don't think. So I think anybody who sold that made a mistake, personally. I don't understand why some people do stuff they do, but what can you do? What can you do, I guess? But some people do some crazy things. Alright, so Excel, I think you need to go over to warrobots.com. I actually don't know. They've got so many websites. I think it's on warrobots.com where you can contact support. But that's the main website. I'm pretty sure you can contact support through that somewhere. I think there's a tab somewhere or a link you click on that website to find support. Gravy says, the event board is confusing though, as the ultimate vortex finished, but the 2 bonus tasks, they are still how do you do the tasks. You know, I don't know. Let me look at it. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get the game open really quick. I actually need to pee, so let me pee really quick and then we'll take a look at that. But I'll be right back in just a couple of minutes, guys and gals. I'll be right back and then we'll look at those leaderboard things. All right, I am returning. Let me get the game open here, and we'll see what we can find out. So, all right. I am back. I apologize. Sometimes my bladder's yelling at me, so yeah. Hades says, "What's up, everyone? Getting the ultimate data pad. It was given out for free." Do they just do that today or something? If so, that would be awesome. I haven't heard anything about a free ultimate data pad recently. But if they do give out an ultimate data pad, that'd be sweet. All right, let's check out these leaderboards and see what's going on here. Oh no. Oh no, I don't want that. Hey, stop it. I didn't press those buttons. Let me collect this stuff. That's not even what I wanted to do. I hit the wrong button. So I don't see any free data pads in the leaderboard. I don't have any free ultimate data pads, so I'm not sure what you're referring to there. All right, so you guys are saying there's something crazy going on with the new leaderboard? Which one was it? I'm not really sure which one you guys are referring to, honestly. Which leaderboard? I don't know. Yeah, Hades, I don't know anything about a free thing. I mean, if you go into these, you can often find, like, here's an ultimate data pad, but to get it, you have to open event robot data pads and win battles. So you have to open a very specific data pad to get that, right? So there's that thing. Titanic efforts, right? So the top one, you guys are talking about this? All right, the tournament is a special leaderboard. Only the strongest will advance. You will have to put in maximum effort to get the best rewards. The tournament task may be different, but the goal is always the same to win. So let's see what we need to do here, right? So it looks like there's... So I'm in third place, and I'm not even sure why, but... So basically, for every 250 honor points you get while playing the game, you get 1 point for this. You can claim milestone rewards. The rewards for the first place are available to claim only after the leaderboard is over. You can claim rewards 24 hours, yada, yada, yada. So bottom line is, when you play games, you get honor points, right? So you're just playing games, basically. Just play a whole bunch of games, and the more honor points you get, the higher up the leaderboard you're going to get. So right now, nobody on mine has any honor points yet because nobody's actually played. So I guess I'm lucky they put me in third place. So in order to get this, right? How do you get these prizes right here? The winners of the final stage receive a special reward. So it says they're stage 1 of 4. So I don't really know how this works yet. Stages 1 of 4. So this is probably going to be a 4-part leaderboard. So in 2 days this ends, and more than likely the second stage will start in 2 days. Then probably, when that ends, the third stage will start. I'm just taking guesses here, but I'm thinking that's how this is going to work, right? So I think every time one stage in, a new leaderboard's open. So I think this is a 4-part leaderboard. But I do think you have to be at the very top here, right? So the winners of the final stage. So right now it does show 10 people on the top. So I think that's correct. I think the people who on all 4 stages end up on the very top will probably win those. So all I can really do is take guesses right now as to how that's going to work, because that's brand new and we don't really know too much about it. Now, if we go to the daily tasks, I'm not sure if there's going to be anything over here to help boost that or not, but participate in battles. Let's see, bonuses. But I think it's really just play as many games as you possibly can. So whoever plays a lot of games will be on the top. If you got somebody playing your account 24 hours a day, you'll probably come in first place. Does that make sense? But yeah, every time you play a game, you get X amount of honor points for each game. So bottom line is stage 1 is just earning honor points. Stage 2 might be something completely different. All right, Paul says, Danny, I have a friend who is really good at graphic design. He designs cars, skins, and he plays games. Awesome. I wish I were good at graphic design, but I suck. I suck at designing anything. I'm not good at, I'm not very artistic, I guess you would say. Edward says, I keep saying this. It's either pay a lot or play a lot. Or both sometimes, right? Fall says, so he doesn't need the money. He does it for fun. He and I played pro football. Ah, cool. You guys were pro football players? Sounds awesome, actually. Nasser says, Danny, can you do another giveaway? I don't know, can I? Haha. I sound like Pee Wee Herman. I don't know, can I? But another reason I don't do too many giveaways on streams like crazy is a lot of people will come for like the giveaways only. So I like to keep the live stream giveaways kind of on the down low, just because hopefully they go to people who actually come by because they like watching my channel, you know. But we'll usually be giving something away as I have things to give away during the streams, but not a whole lot on the streams. If I promote or give out a whole bunch of items, there will probably be like 100 people here that just want to win something, unfortunately. Paul's going to get him to design some stuff. Cool, cool. Yeah, football was fun. I used to love playing football as a kid. I've never really been much of a person that liked watching sports on TV, but I've always liked playing sports. Sports were always super fun. Dragon, what's not on Steam? There's none on Steam. I think I missed something. There's no ads. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't watch ads on Steam. So Steam does not allow ads on their platform. Like, ads are actually a Google and an Android thing, so that's the only thing that sucks about Steam is no ads. But it'd be nice if they would find some sort of workaround for that, where you could still speed up the things a little bit or something. But unfortunately, you know, Steam just won't allow it, so they're not able to put them on there even if they wanted to. Ah, the Redskins. Cool, cool. We got a pro football player here, guys. When's the Sam Jock winners out? Pretty soon. I got a whole bunch of them picked now. I got to start sending the prizes out, so. I got a couple left to give away on live streams, but I haven't sent any of them out yet. So I got them all picked. Well, most of them. There's still a few I need to pick, but. So as soon as I get them all sent out, then I'm going to go ahead and announce the winner. So that should be coming up here pretty soon. Sometime this week, I'll probably try and announce the winners of those. You know, the Redskins, didn't they have to change their name or something? Like, I think the Cleveland Indians had to change their name to something else. I mean, I think it's crazy, man. There's all these sports teams, right, that had the same name for years and years and years and years. And all of a sudden, people got all offended by every little teeny tiny thing in the world. And sports teams are changing their names. And, people are crazy. People are crazy. That's how I see it. Kind of nuts, man. Nitro Duck says the Commanders. Oh, we got some Cowboys fans here, I see. Are we going to have a sports war here? Edwards says iOS has ads. I wonder if... Well, the thing is, right? iOS and Android both have ads because iOS makes money off of the ads. And Android makes money off the ads. But Steam, and I think My Games doesn't have ads either, if I'm correct, but they don't have anything set up to where they're making money for advertising, so I guess that's the difference there. Patrick, he says, crazy man's paradise is a wise man's hell. I don't even know what that means. But there's a lot of crazy men out there in the world. There's a lot of crazy men out there, that's for sure. All right, I'm probably going to say your name wrong, but Camo... Oh my god, Camo... I'll just call you Camo. Hello, hello. Man, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Actually. All right. Oh, man. Damo said, I'd rather zero ads from on Steam players. Picks on my PC. Brandon says, Adrian does giveaways on his streams, and so does Duck. Yeah, they do. There's a couple reasons I don't do it, though, because there's just so many people that only come for the giveaway. And also, I think everybody should have a fair chance. But just because my stream is live doesn't mean, you know, some people are at work. Some people live in a different country. And they can't be here, right? I want everybody to have an even chance for most of them. So if I do it on a video... It doesn't mean it means it doesn't matter what time zone you're on. It doesn't matter what your work schedule is. You're still going to have a good chance to enter the giveaway. So that plus there's like, I don't know. I mean, there's times where I have announced the giveaway on the stream and there will be like 300 people here. And 98% of them just want to try and win something and that's it. So I don't know. Excellent. So the Chiefs were all right because that was a tribal position, but referring to the skin, yeah, is a hard no. Damo, say what, buddy? Day no dam morris. What? I can't even say that. I don't even know what that means. All right, I'm not good at reading. You give me a bunch of weird letters and words and I get confused. This is what happens when you're dyslexic and try and read stuff. Is the Glaven Lance any good, Elijah? Sort of. They're not great. They're not great, but I think if you get them on the right robot and you play it well, they can work. I played them on, what was that I put them on recently? And I was enjoying playing them, but they were only kind of so-so. They were just kind of so-so. They weren't really something I would highly recommend. And if you've got something else that's better, you would probably want to use that instead. But let's just say you had those and nothing else. You could use them, but they're not really ideal, if that makes sense. I like them, but I don't love them. But, I played them for a couple of days, took them off, and, I was pretty happy when I changed to a better weapon. Problem with Titan weapons right now is there's only a couple that are actually really worth playing, and a couple of those are about to get rebalanced, so they may not be that good anymore, but I don't know. There's a couple of Titan weapons that are really good, there's a couple that are decent, and then there's a bunch that are just kind of you know what I mean? That's the problem. Kron says, interestingly enough, the Native Americans want the Redskins name back again. They felt it was an honor. Yeah, I think people get too worked up over stuff. I think that's cool. They got Native Americans, Redskins or Cleveland Indians. I guess I can kind of see the Chief Wahoo was a little goofy character or something. I guess I can see maybe that for the Indians, but I don't know. It's all crazy if you ask me. Something's been that way for 100 years, 50 years, 100 years, whatever it is. Just leave it be sometimes. Just leave it be. Edward says, Danny, have you tried the moderator drone on stealth bots? I don't know. I've tried it on a few things and I've liked it. That extra weapon comes in very handy. I can't really recall what all robots I have tried it on, but so far, everything I did put it on, it went really well. So I think that's a good drone, actually. Why are you asking about stealth bots in general? Is there a specific thing you were wondering about, or? Gravy says, Hell's Freddy has a point system that nobody understands how to use for giveaways. Oh, man. I think the point systems go by how active you are on the live streams. Maybe if you're a regular, you get a bunch of points for leaving comments and talking and stuff. I'm not really sure, but I've seen a few point systems like that around, but I don't know how they really work. Paul says, no disrespect, but was the Washington African Americans. Paul says, I come off cocky and arrogant, and I am 5'1" and scared of my own shadow. 5'1". If you played for a professional football team at 5'1", what did you play? Were you a running back? Paul says, I was thinking of using the moderator drone on my links. Here's the thing. That built-in weapon on the moderator is quite strong, so I think as long as you can get that thing to fire, you're going to beat some people up. So I think, I'm not sure if it shoots while you're in stealth or not, but I think as long as your weapons are firing, I'm pretty sure the moderator drone's going to shoot at somebody. So I think it would probably be really good on the Lynx just for that built-in weapon. But if you got one, give it a try. See how you like it. Just Sam, hello. Good to see ya. Shouldn't there be a new random event? Yeah, I don't really know when the event starts, so there was a timer on it according to your profile. Now, they did say that they were going to start making it so the random events refresh at the exact same time every day for everybody. So I'm not really sure when the changes are going to start, but I think right now, I don't think that's taken place yet. I don't really pay too much attention to the random events. I used to, but I don't know. I switch back and forth from a couple of different accounts, and I don't know. It's kind of a crazy deal, but eventually it's going to refresh. The new one's going to start at the same time every day for everybody, so. Blake Lee, what's up, man? Nasser's watching on 144p. That's some really bad audio quality or video quality right there. 144? Holy moly. That's got to look like trash. Or maybe you mean 1440. Maybe you mean 1440. All right, just Sam says the top 7 in points Sunday will get the prize. So you just have to be really active in the chat. So yeah, you just got to sit there and talk your buttocks off, I guess. All right, Hades says, any idea what the new tournament system is, by the way? Are you talking about the thing in the leaderboards? We just kind of went over that a second ago, but it looks like you just need to play as many games as possible and earn a whole lot of honor points. Now, it does say there's going to be 4 parts, right? So the first part is gaining honor points, but when this one ends, it's probably going to go to part 2. What happens in part 2, we don't know. So it looks like there's going to be 4 parts. So this one lasts for like 2 or 3 days, then it's over, and then I think part 2 starts. So part 2 will probably last 2 or 3 days, and then part 3 will start, part 4 will start. There's a good chance each one's going to require you to do something different to earn points. But I think whoever ends up in the top 10 is probably going to win the very top prizes. But so this one's easy. Earn honor points. All you got to do is play games and do well in games. Next one could be opening data pads. It could be capturing beacons. It could be getting something. It could be anything. Shahid says, I don't like those events. It's a weekday. Some of us have to go to work. Yeah, I know what you're saying, my man. Even like leaderboards and finishing operations passes, you almost have to play for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 94 hours per day in order to beat a lot of those things. Shahid said, could be spending money. I mean, that's always a possibility. Hades says, I hope it's free to play friendly or we'll be screwed. Yeah, I hope it is too, but you just never know. Kron has a Mogwai and he's trying to level it up. Just don't feed it after midnight or get it wet, my man. But yeah, the Mogwins are pretty awesome. Alright, so he said, I was watching your thing on free-to-play weapons. Yeah, the Terrans are decent, right? I'm not sure how old that video was, but I mean, those weapons aren't as good as they once were, but they're pretty cheap to upgrade and they're decent. But right now, I would rather build some, you know, shotguns out of the workshop or something like that. There's a few workshop weapons you can build that are a little bit better. But I do enjoy playing the Terrans occasionally. They're not as good as they used to be, but they're still fun to play. Especially if you pair them with a Redeemer. Like, if you get a Redeemer and a couple of Terrans, that's actually pretty cool. Excellent. Says it's impossible to do the events without money. The goals are just too high. That's the thing. I mean, most of the leaderboards do cost money. You're almost going to have to buy something to do the leaderboards, right? Or at least to come in on the top. I mean, this thing, though, it's hard to say. It's brand new, so I wouldn't be surprised if they put something on there that's going to require you to spend a few bucks to finish it, but you never know. Maybe it'll be 100% free to play. Kron says, I got my Ravener ready to go along with my Raven. Nice, nice. I haven't played Raven in a while. That's a really fun robot. I like the Raven. I really do enjoy playing it. Raven's fun. I don't know how good it is currently, but I've always liked playing him. I think with things like ducks around, though, Raven's going to be a little hard to play, unfortunately. Ducks ruins everything. Shahid said, I will consider using the workshop after it's silver free. Yeah, I don't know when that's supposed to be, but I hope they get that going soon. And I hope they add new stuff to it as well. But there's supposed to be a major workshop upgrade, and it's supposed to be really beneficial to the players. So that's something that we can look forward to. Hopefully it goes as good as we're all hoping for. And hopefully it happens soon. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and give out a couple of things. So if you would like to win something, we're going to give out 2 items. We're going to give out 1 robot and 1 weapon. So we got a Samjock to give away today, and we got a Mogwin weapon to give away today. So the first person who wins gets to pick the one they want. And then the second person will get whichever one's left over. So let me get this started up and ready to go. I'm going to get a giveaway ready. So I'll give you guys some instructions on what to do in here in just a minute. Remember, if you enter this thing more than once, though, it will disqualify you. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do a keyword giveaway. Everybody has a 1x chance of winning. And we're going to make you guys type in... I don't know if that came up on the screen so you guys can see it or not. I don't think it did. Let me see if I can get that up on the screen for you guys. Is that it? Is it up there? It's not working, is it? Hold on a second, guys. Why is that not working? That's the window capture. Let me try window capture 2. No, that's not up there. All right, the streaming software is giving me some problems. Let me go back to window capture. Let me try and set it up again. There we go. Okay, perfect. So if you want to try to get entered, all you got to do is type in, what did I put in there? 112. Type in 112 into the chat, and that will get you entered. Don't type it in more than once. Like I said, it will disqualify you if you type it in more than one time. And yeah, this will be for either a Mogwin weapon or a crazy CM Jock robot. You get the first person who wins gets to choose. We're going to give away one of each today. So you're going to get a Gizmo or a Sam Jock, basically. Which one's better? That depends on the person. All right, guys. We got this thing going. All right, I see somebody typed it in more than once and got disqualified. Almost every time somebody does that, unfortunately. Almost every single time somebody does that, unfortunately. But what can you do? What can you do? I usually try and say it several times. Don't type it in more than once, but people do it. People do it, unfortunately. All right. Optimus is on the way to the bushes, for sure. Optimus is on the way, guys. Mito says 112. Everybody's typing in a bunch of numbers, guys. Everybody's typing in a bunch of numbers. It's freaking me out. It's freaking me out. Yeah, we'll give you guys a minute to get your answers in, and then I'll hit the choose a winner button, and it'll pick one of you guys to win. Oh, there's Logan. I see Logan. I see Logan. I see all these people who don't say anything now saying stuff. Ultimate Vortex. I definitely don't have any of those to give away. But on the next live stream, I'll be playing the Ultimate Balgasari. I wish they'd let me give away some Ultimate stuff. That would be amazing. But I got to give away whatever they choose for me to give away, you know? Wah 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 wah. Playing with the chat. Alex says, I'm shy, that's why. I understand that. I understand that. Use the game show sound effects. Oh, you know what? I think right now if I hit that button, it's going to be ear-breakingly loud. The little software that runs that, for some reason, had a malfunction. And yeah, it's crazy loud if I hit that right now. Every time I turn it down, it changes the volume on other things and it messes everything up. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to use it because it'll break your ears. All right. When's the next update happening? Well, we have about 27 days and 14 hours to the next major update. That's when we'll probably see the new Bear Titan and all that stuff, so. Jason says, Angler coming back stronger. Yeah, Angler is a great robot right now, actually. Angler is super good. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and I think we've been doing this long enough. You guys should have easily had time to get your entries in, so I'm going to go ahead and do a quick countdown and then pick a winner, and then we'll give away one more item. So if you're chosen to win, I need your player ID or platform, and do you want the Mogwai, the Mogwai weapon, or do you want the Sam Jock robot, right? All right, so here we go. Here we go. We are picking a winner in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here we go. We are about to pick the winner right about now. Brandon Eller. Looks like Brandon Eller has won something. Check that out. Check that out. Brandon Eller, we need your information. We need your information and which one of the prizes you want. Congratulations. I wish they gave me loads of these things so we could give them out to everybody, but unfortunately, they only give me so money. I wish they would give me like 1,000 of each thing. That would be wonderful. All right. You want the robot. That is a Sam Jock. Let me put you on the list here. All right, so he wants a robot. All right, so let me go ahead and get this reset, and then we're going to give away a Mogwin weapon in just a second. Let me hit reset all entries. I'm going to go ahead and change this to something different. Everybody has a 1x chance. So this time you're going to have to type in. Remember, don't type this in more than once or it will disqualify you. Now you have to type in 616. 616. Anybody spamming that will be disqualified by the little robot. So this is your chance to get a Mogwai. Some of you guys may or may not know what a Mogwai is, but I know what a Mogwai is. If you like Mogwais, you might be able to win one. I'm gonna play with the microphone positioning here a little bit. Now you can't see my face. Now my face is blocked. That doesn't work, does it? You can't see me now. Let me put it like here. I'm just going to play with where I have it. Yeah. Good luck on the giveaway, everybody. I wish I had 1,000,000 of these things to give out to you guys. That's kind of blocking my vision a little bit there. The mic is a camera hog. Now, if I put it right here, I swear I'm not kissing my microphone. Or maybe I am. It's that close. I guess where I had it was good. That's probably a good spot. It's not super in the way, and yeah. Good enough. All right, guys. Good luck on the giveaway. Nitro says, I don't want to show my age. Shahid says, Danny, how do we get high-level ordinary pilots from the training center? So it's kind of random. I'm not really sure what the highest level you can get is, but let's just say you max out a pilot. My understanding is once you max out a pilot completely, you have a higher chance of getting high-level pilots. Now, this was how they set it up years ago. I don't know if it's actually changed or not, but that's how it used to work. Like, let's just say you had a level 2 pilot, and that was your highest level pilot. You would never be able to get higher than like a level 2, but I think for the most part, it's just random as to what's in there. When are the nerfs coming? We don't know for sure. So right now they're testing all the nerfs and buffs out on the test server. And then when they decide, hey, we're ready to go through with these, then they'll put them through. So it could be a week from now. It could be 2 weeks from now. It might be a month from now. So we can only really guess. But it just depends on when they're done with their testing and when they feel like, okay, we figured out exactly what we want to do here. So eventually they'll get here, but there's no way to know for sure when. So the next update, right? The next big update is in 27 days. So my guess would be on the next update. But it could possibly come sooner. We can only guess on that one. All right, Shahid said, anybody having an issue with the angler, the ability sometimes doesn't restore after a kill. Huh, I haven't actually seen that one. I haven't played the angler for a while, so I don't know, but that's weird. You know, if I get a chance, I'll test that out and see if I'm having that problem, but I haven't seen that yet. I did play him recently and there were no problems, but I can't remember if that was a week ago or 3 weeks ago or a month ago. But Angler's overall a really good robot. Hades says, Sam Jock is great with good weapons. You know what? I can actually just use the Sam Jock body to kill people. I can just roll up to people, go into stealth, and that thing takes out everybody. The good weapons are just like a bonus, but I could actually play that with no weapons at all on it. Nasser says, how much money do you spend on war robots? A very small amount, honestly. Like I most of the money I've spent on war robots has been like a $3 and a $6 gold package, stuff like that. I buy the cheap stuff. I buy some memoriam here and there. I buy some gold here and there. I buy a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but not that much, honestly. Not that much. All right, guys, we're just going to give you guys another minute or so, then we're going to pick our winner here. This one is for the Mogwin weapon. Jason says, new drone helps anglers. Yeah, the new drone would definitely be good on an angler, I think. I haven't tried it, but I can see that being good on there. Brandon says, I'm going to replace my Raptor with the new robot. Yeah, Raptor still might be good, though. The good thing is, if it's still good, then you'll have some variety to play if you start swapping stuff out and switching stuff, which is nice. It's nice to have a little bit of variety, for sure. All right, guys and girls, if you haven't done so, get your entries in really quick because we're about to pick a winner here. All you got to do is type in, and don't type it in more than once or the little bot will disqualify you. But you just type in 616. Type 616 right into the thingy dingy right there. And that's all you have to do. 616 in the game chat. That will get you entered to win. Of course, there's no guarantees, but that'll get you entered. But somebody's going to win, right? Somebody will win, so get your entries in now. Get your entries in as quick as you can. to make sure you get entered before I press the button that'll pick all the winners. So good luck on the giveaway, everybody. Good luck, good luck. What will be a good build for the Fafnir? Oh man, I haven't played that robot in a long time. I'm not really sure what to tell you for the Fafnir currently. I mean, I haven't played that thing in ages. It's been a long time. Like a long time. The weapons I normally would put on it are probably going to get nerfed. If I were playing the Fafnir, I would probably put their traditionalist skill on it. That way, it won't be able to fly anymore, but it becomes then it becomes really durable. I mean, I would normally put traditionalists on it with 4 growlers, but the growlers are going to get nerfed. I don't know, traditionalists with any 600 meter or 500 meter range weapons that hit really hard would be good, but I just haven't played it in so long. I hate to say anything just in case it doesn't work out, you know what I mean? I hate to give you like a build and it not be great, but there's a chance it could be like, oh, this thing sucks with that build, but yeah, it feels like it's been about a year or longer since I played that robot. So the absorber on the Fafnir, if that's what you're asking about, excellent. It only lasts for a few seconds. I mean, the robot can fly as long as it wants, and it does have an absorber. But most people shoot it through the... most people just hit the unstable conduit. They kill you right through the shield, and then you die. That's the problem. That's why I would put traditionalist skill on it. Because people would just rip through your shield and destroy you with that dumb module. So yeah, it's almost... it almost makes him obsolete. It does make him obsolete in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. Some people may not agree with me, I don't know, but I don't like it. It's almost necessary to put their traditionalist skill and lose the flying ability. Then it's somewhat durable, but it can only run around on the ground. At that point, it's like a slow, more durable version of the of the Typhon. All right, guys, I am going to go ahead and pick the winner here. You guys ready? We're going to pick our winner, guys. All right, I'm going to count down from 10, and here we go. 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have 61 entries, and the winner is bam! Patrick Merlo. The price is right. Come on down. If you're still here, what's your player ID and your platform? What is your player ID and your platform? Good luck, or congratulations. Unfortunately, it's not easy to win these things, but I wish they gave me 1 million of these, but unfortunately they don't. He may have left. If he did, we'll pick another winner, but if he doesn't reply back quickly, we'll have to choose somebody else. But we'll give somebody a couple of minutes because sometimes they're here or something, but he's here. You guys, oh no! I closed it down by mistake. Patrick, where's your thing at? Here we go. Your Android. Copy. Alright, so that's for a Mogwin weapon. Paste. Alright, cool. So as soon as the stream ends, I will send out the Sam Jocks and the Mogwins that you guys won today. I got you guys on the list there. The thingy dingies. You guys can't see the rest of the list because it was set up for the Nightbot, but awesome. Congrats to today's winners. Congrats to today's winners. But yeah, I think on the next several streams, we only got a couple of the Sam Jocks left. But for the next couple of streams, I'll give away one of each. Anyways, I just want to say thank you guys and gals for coming out. I definitely appreciate it big time. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate each and every one of you a lot. I really do. Thank you so much. I hope everybody's day is amazing. I'll be back with another live stream on Thursday and Saturday. So we'll be doing time drops on Thursday like normal. And then on Saturday, we'll be doing some of those, just some plain old gameplay. So hope to see you guys there. Should be fun, should be awesome, should be crazy, I think. Maybe, sorta, kinda. I don't know, but we might have fun, we might not. I don't know. We'll see if the gameplay is good or bad or what it is. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. I definitely appreciate it. You guys and gals are awesome, but I think that's going to be it for the day. Thanks and have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a great week, and hopefully I'll see you guys on the next live stream. If not, then, we'll see you one of these days, but it is what it is. We'll see you soon somewhere or the other. All right. Have a wonderful day, lightning out, and we will catch you next time.